So obviously you were so productive where you've done, but at this level, what gives you confidence that your game translates you to do the same thing at this level?
That's just kind of just not what I'm worried about. Like just like the level based on. I'm really just working on just providing for my team. I know it's like I come from a mid-major to a high major level, but me just staying consistent and just stay true to my game. And I mean, I know my game can translate to this league, especially in the Big Ten and the slower paced league. And I know Coach Muss is trying to play a little faster this year, and I think we have a good group. But I think just for my individual self, I would say, I mean, I averaged 20 and 10 last year. I don't plan to average that this year. If I do, great. But like for me, I just want to win games and just help my team as much as possible.
When you were in the
What was the transfer process like for you, just from the point maybe when they contact you first to you can?
Yeah, I would say transfer portal was crazy. I mean, I talked to maybe 50 schools the first day I entered, and probably like 40 head coaches. And then after that, like after the week just went by, I mean, probably like trimmed my list down to like 10 schools, and those head coaches stopped calling me. So it was kind of all over the place. And I know being in the transfer portal once, leaving Loyola Chicago, I mean, you're going to hear from everybody, and they're going to tell you what you want and what you want to hear. And I mean, I was talking to Coach Muss at Arkansas, and he just told me my fit and opportunity. I didn't want to know the dollar sign, what I was going to get. And to me, I just wanted to know the fit and opportunity and where I fit best at. And that's what he gave me. And everybody else in the portal, I mean, I said this multiple times, was just kind of hating on Coach Muss and telling me, like, he's going to pressure me to commit, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. It's crazy. But, I mean, aren't we all crazy about to win? Like, so that's all I'm about. And, I mean, this is the best spot for me.
Other coaches were saying that to you?
Yeah. Like, I tell them that I was going on a visit to SC, and they're like, oh, my God, like, don't commit on your visit because Musselman's going to give you a deadline to commit right away. And he didn't do that. He just was cool and collective with me and just told me my fit and opportunity. And, I mean, that's all I wanted to hear.
What was just the pitch to you for him coming in to USC particularly? Obviously, things were more set at Arkansas, but USC, you're entering a pretty vacant cupboard. What made you confident in him?
Well, he always seemed confidence in me, to have confidence in me, even to play in the SEC, which is one of the most athletic leagues to play in college basketball, which I was a little iffy about it myself coming in, but he just poured confidence into me, even though that he never coached me. And then when he moved over here, it was like, okay, now we're going to be in the Big Ten. Now I really think this league can really fit your game. And my thing was I entered the draft as well this year, so I got to see some of the bit of the draft process and got some feedback. And basically, he told me his pitch was to me if you're in the gym, you're gonna buy in every day. If you really want to breathe SC culture, we can make you a first rounder next year. And I mean, obviously that's not promised, but that's just something that comes with buying into the culture and working every day. And this is the platform where I can do it on. So he said he was gonna give me the platform, and I just got to take off from there.
How long did it take to know all your teammates' names?
For me, it took one day. I'm really easy with names, and I'm really like a team-oriented guy, and I like to. I mean, I'm the only child, so these are my brothers. So I call them my brothers since day one, and I mean, it took me 2 seconds.
Any part of that process when you see USC has literally one player on the roster when he's trying to, recruit you in the transfer portal? Any part of that disconcerting? Who's gonna play with me?
Nah, it's just basically a trust thing. You gotta. I mean, it's the new game now. I mean, everybody's gonna have a new team every year, even if it's a brand new team or it's 8 new guys. I mean, it doesn't matter. Regardless, you're gonna have to try to mold on the court and off the court. So, I mean, he just told me he was gonna. I was gonna be the first link to the piece, and once I commit, then it's gonna fall right in line. And I mean, I trusted him, and it exactly happened the way he said it. So. I mean, there's no reason not to trust that guy.
How do you reflect on the journey to this point? Why do you think the high major programs overlooked you early on?
I would say I was a late bloomer in high school. I mean, coming from Omaha, Nebraska, a lot of kids get looked over. I mean, I played with Hunter Salas, he was the 6th kid in the country, McDonald's All-American, and he goes to Gonzaga. And sure enough, he goes to Gonzaga and doesn't play his 2 years there and goes to Wake Forest and has an amazing year last year. But just like that, I think a bunch of kids from that Midwest area, especially Omaha, gets looked over. Even he did, even when he went to Gonzaga. So, I would say I don't really too much look into that. Going to a mid-major, especially out of high school and going to Loyola Chicago, wired me to where I am today. I can be the leader for these guys, and we have new kids in here, brand new 15, and it's I want to be that stepping point to be that leader. And I think I'm wired to have culture just because I come from a culture-based winning program like Loyola Chicago.
Can you elaborate on the trust with Musselman? Is it the track record? You could have gone to one of 50 schools,
yeah.
USC, so much uncertainty with the roster. Why did it make sense for you to come here?
Yeah, I'd say just with the track record, I wanted to play for a coach that wasn't just going to settle. And he was I feel like Muss is the type of guy, he's going to be mad if we lose. I don't ever want to settle. And I don't know. I just feel like the trust thing was there. He's one of the most winning coaches in college basketball now, and that's all I want to be a part of. I'm just a part of winning. I don't care what my stats look like. I know winning is ugly sometimes, especially in conference play. And so however that looks, I want to come out on the other side of it. And I know he hasn't been to a Final Four yet, and I want to be the first group to do it for him. And I know that would be really special. And he's coached some great guys. I know he's coached one of the guys that I look up to from Omaha, Nebraska, and Nevada, Trayshawn Thurman. And he took that team to a Sweet 16. They lost to Loyola Chicago. So that's a big thing for me, and that's why I also trust him. And he's, like I said, he's coached people before me that has done it and has made it, especially in my position at the wing spot. So that's why the trust is built up there.
When you went through the pre-draft process, what feedback did you get that led you back to college?
The feedback kind of was just keep getting my body more in shape, because coming from the major level, we don't have all the resources and nutritionists that's to get me there. But I would say other feedback was late second round, undrafted, or maybe a two-way guy this year. I worked out with the Nets, and unfortunately I got hurt my first workout and twisted my ankle. But that kind of just made me sit back and realize as a kid, I dream of playing at a big program and playing at the highest level in the Big Ten. Like I said, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. We get to play at Nebraska this year, so it's a dream come true.
Is there an underrated part of your game that you're excited to showcase under Coach Muss?
I would say everybody knows I can kind of I averaged almost a double-double this year. I would say it's a double-double, but they want to count the conference game. So yeah. So I would say most people know I can rebound and score the ball, but I just want to prove that I can guard. I know it's a big thing, and especially being in this league, you got to be physical. You got to be prepared to take hits, and you're going to be bruised up every game. It's just where your mindset's at and how you approach the day. And I just wanted to show that I'm going to approach it like a pro every day, that I'm a junkyard dog, and I'm just going to guard my butt off every game.
You see the videos of Muss ripping his shirt off?
Yes.
And that sort of thing. Is that that kind of passion? Is that inspiring?
Oh yes. I'm all about passion, and every team I play for, they call me the glue guy. I'm the energy guy to the whole arena. You can see the crowd turn up when I'm lit and stuff, and it's not just for myself. Even if a guy makes it through, that's somebody else. I'm as happy for him if I made it. So I just like to give love back that way. And once you play that way, it's just it's kind of hard to beat a team when the crowd's into it, the bench is into it, the team's into it. I love that. And now when you have a coach that's riding for you like that, and he's going to be hyped for you, you don't have to look over your shoulder oh, is he worried about the shot I just took, or no, he's over there hyping you up, ripping his shirt if we win. I actually posted a picture when I committed of him ripping his shirt. That was just I don't know, that's everything I'm about. That's great.
Do you expect him to rip his shirt off after the wiffle ball game?
Maybe not after the wiffle ball game. No.
Save it.
Yeah, save it.
You mentioned going through the pre-draft process. Obviously, didn't end up getting an invite to the combine.
Yeah.
That's something that's kind of, fueling you even going back to college.
Oh yeah, that's definitely fueling. Definitely with the season I had last year, I definitely thought I would have an opportunity to at least get invited to the combine. Either the G League combine or the NBA combine, but I mean, I don't hang my head down. I mean, there's other opportunities out there for me. Like, coming here was a great opportunity, and just like, I mean, now it's in the back of my head still, but I didn't forget it, and now it's just time to work this year just to get to that goal.